In today's video, I'm going to be discussing two different ways to track your tax refund with the IRS and keep tabs on the status. That's the focus of the video. Let's get into it and talk through the details. Alright, tax filing season is upon us. It started on January 29th and obviously extends out until tax day, which is April 15th, is when you need to have those returns filed if you are somebody that does need to file a tax return. But in this video, I do want to point out a couple different ways that you can use to track your tax refund, because we all know we need the money like yesterday, right? And if you're somebody that's like me who is very impatient and wants the money immediately upon filing that tax return, obviously that is not very feasible, but I'm just saying when I am in this situation, obviously I want the money right away. Or maybe you're somebody that just wants to track the status of it, and maybe you're not impatient like me, but I want to give you a couple different methods here in this video that you can use to track down your tax refund and to make sure that it is coming and to see the status of it as it is updated once daily. Now again, I do want to emphasize this as well. These sources that I'm going to be giving you here in this video are updated only once per day, so there's no need to check it more than one time per day. You're just going to drive yourself up a wall if you check it like 20 times a day looking for that refund to come in. Okay, so it's only updated once daily. However, I'm going to give you two different methods here, and I'll give you the information that you need in order to enter in these different methods here to see your status. Okay, it's only a couple pieces of information, but you'll need to know these exact numbers and these details in order to get this information to track down your tax refund with the IRS, which, by the way, this is not with your state. This is just the IRS. Okay, your state may have its own tool, but again, that's going to be specific on the state by state level, and I'm just talking about the IRS here. All right, so let's talk through the details of these tools, which, by the way, make sure to subscribe down below. I'm keeping you posted on everything going on right now. It's a busy time. A lot of things are happening, and again, share this video with your friends on social media so they can also have peace of mind tracking down their money from the IRS as well, and share this video with the buttons down below. Share and subscribe down below as well. Thank you. Truly do appreciate it. Let's talk through the details. All right, so the first one is Where's My Refund tool, okay? So this is the first one. So you can go to the IRS website and you can use the Where's My Refund tool, okay? It's a free tool and it'll track your tax refund right here with this tool. Now, generally, by the way, the IRS has said that in most cases they will submit refunds within 21 days. Now, obviously, this is not the case for everybody, but in general, most tax refunds are processed within 21 days from the date of filing, okay? Now, obviously, it's not going to encompass every single person, but that's just kind of a general rule, 21 days. Okay, so that's like 3 weeks. I know it can be, it feels like forever, but again, that's just in general what they say. But anyway, with this Where's My Refund tool, again, it's right there on the IRS website, irs.gov. Again, irs.gov. Go right there and you can find the IRS Where's My Refund tool. Now, here's the piece of information that you're going to need in order to track down your refund. Now, number one, you need to file a tax return first. Now, I think this is pretty obvious, but I want to point this out as well, okay? If you have not filed a tax return yet, you need to file a tax return first before you can track your refund, right? That's pretty obvious, but again, just want to say it anyway, okay? Just so that we're not like, hey, I didn't file, but I'm going to track my refund. Not happening, okay? There's not going to be anything to track because you haven't filed something to actually be tracked, right? So anyway, number one is file your return first, okay? Then once you have that information filed, then you can actually go in and use this tool. Now, here's what you're going to need. You're going to need either your Social Security number or your ITIN, individual taxpayer identification number. So either you have that or you have a Social Security number. One of the two, you'll need that, okay? So that's number one. Next, you'll need your filing status, okay? You'll need to know what that is. You'll probably know what it is. Either you filed as an individual, you filed jointly, a married couple filing a joint return. You'll need to know how you filed your return, okay? So you'll need to know that information. And then next, you'll need to know exactly what your refund is going to be, okay? It's going to ask you that. How much is your refund? Okay, it wants to know so that it authenticates that it's actually you looking for this information, okay? Now, again, maybe your refund is $1,266 or something. I don't know. Again, I'm just making up a number for this example here, okay? So you'll need to know those three pieces of information, and then you can use the tool to search, and it'll give you a status on your tax refund, okay? Now, here's something that I've always said, and again, this is not tax advice, this is not accounting advice in any way, shape, or form. However, this is something I always recommend. if you can, okay? If you are somebody that files a tax return, if possible, you probably want to enter in your direct deposit information onto your tax return, because getting a refund through a direct deposit is way faster than waiting for a paper check to show up in the mail, okay? Obviously, you probably know that, but I'm just simply saying it's always something that's out there. It's like, if you can possibly add in direct deposit information, you're going to get your refund way faster electronically. You'll hit it you'll see it bang your account there, and then you're happy, right? You see it pending, a good old deposit from the IRS, and there you go. That's your refund, right? But anyway, there may be some instructions on that page there. In some rare instances, they may need to ask for additional information. They may need to follow up to clarify something, or maybe you may need to call them and give them additional details, which, by the way, they will supply you with a phone number. Don't just answer and give personal information to any old person calling you saying, "Hey, it's me. I'm calling from the IRS." They don't call you, okay? If the IRS pretends to call you, don't give them information. It is not the IRS, okay? All right, so that's number one. The next one is the IRS 2 Go app, okay? So it's IRS, the number 2, G-O, Go app, okay? So you can get this on your phone, IRS 2 Go app. You can check that one out as well. Same situation here. You can track your tax refund here with this as well, and they're going to ask for the same information that I just mentioned as well, which is Social Security number or ITIN number. You'll know which one you have there, okay? If you have a Social Security number, you do not have an ITIN. If you have an ITIN, you do not have a Social Security number. It's one or the other, okay? Whatever information you have there, if you have a Social, that's what you'll need. If you have an ITIN, that's what you'll need, okay? It's that plus your status in which you filed. Again, maybe you filed a joint return. You want, a married couple filing a joint return, or maybe an individual. Whatever it is, you'll need to know your filing status. Next, you'll need to know exactly how much your refund is, and then you can hit the button on there to actually search for your status, and then again, it'll give you some details there as far as where you're at, and it'll give you kind of some status on that. So it's one way to track. And again, previously, before these tools came out, you really never had an idea. You just kind of sent in your tax return, and it was like, okay, well, now I'm just going to wait for some unspecified amount of time until I get a tax refund, maybe in the mail in the form of a check or direct deposit. Things have updated a lot over the last several years here, but back in the day, it was just kind of like, well, I'm just going to file and just see what happens here, right? Hopefully I'll get something in the next few months, right? It used to take a very long time. It's relatively fast now. You usually get a refund relatively quickly back from the IRS, but again, seriously, right now, every day counts. So anyway, these are the two methods. Again, Where's My Refund tool on the IRS website and IRS 2 Go app. Check those out. You'll need those 3 pieces of data to figure out your status of your refund. Check those out. Otherwise, I hope this helps you. Again, until next time, please subscribe down below if you haven't done so yet. Share the video with your friends on social media with the big share button down below. And also go back and check out any of the other thousands of videos here on the channel, including the thousands in the video library or those that I've hand-selected for you down below in the description or at the top of the comment section. Until next time, enjoy your day. Take care. Have a good one. And I'll catch you again later in the next